Hello, kids! What the fuck is up? Happy freaking Monday. It's Monday! It's freaking insane. Happy freaking Monday, you guys. I wanted to hop down on here. Yes, I'm down in the living room. Not in the mood to go upstairs and get in front of the fancy freaking lights. Just what's up? But I wanted to hop on here today, you guys, because hello! I wanted to hop on here today because, dude, there's so many exciting things happening. I wanted to do a VA Q&A. I figured that would be fun for you guys to hop on. If you're a VA, if you're not a VA, I don't give a fuck. Just ask any and every question that you have about virtual assisting. I will answer them all. Okay, so go ahead, click the questions button down below, or you can always just leave them in the comments as well and fire away any of your questions. If you don't know who I am, feel free to ask. If you don't know my career path as a VA, feel free to ask, but I'm just going to catch you up super quick. So I know that we have a lot of new peeps today. My name is Kat. What's up? Happy freaking Monday. I am 23 years old. I live in Dallas, Texas. Well, outside of Dallas. I live in Plano, Frisco area. But Sarah, what's up? But I'm 23 years old. I graduated college spring of 2019, and then after that I became a virtual assistant for one of Forbes' top business podcasters, Angie Lee. So if you guys have any questions about virtual assisting, go ahead and press the little questions box, or you can leave them in the comments. But I wanted to hop on here tonight to basically talk to you guys about the process of virtual assisting, to answer any questions that you guys have. And I got a text and it just appeared on my phone. But yeah, so I wanted to hop on here to answer any questions you guys have. But basically, let's just walk through the career path of becoming a VA. So a lot of people don't intend on becoming virtual assistants, or at least for me personally, I didn't know that being a virtual assistant was a thing. Like, are there any VAs on here that agree, like, you don't know what virtual assisting is until you get into it? And you're like, wow, didn't even know this was a fucking job. That's how I kind of got started. I was in social media strategy since high school. I did social media in high school, and I did social media strategy for the gym I worked for in high school. Going into college, did it for them and everything. Did network marketing, which required a lot of social media strategy. And then I also did social media strategy for a few e-commerce and brick and mortar companies up in the Philadelphia area where I grew up in college to pay off some of my tuition. So yeah, basically that's how I got into social media. Was early high school. I started a fitness account, and that was really where it all started, was fitness. Isabel, what's up? Same, I didn't even know the VAs were a thing. No, literally. Okay, Jess, I was literally so naive. You guys, listen to this, okay? So I have been in social media for years. I was in social media strategy before I was in virtual assisting, and I literally thought that influencers did it all on their own. And I worked in the field, and I literally thought that only large companies, the companies that are doing a lot in revenue, had people helping them. I thought that influencers did all of their content, all of their materials, all of their courses, all of their merchandise, everything. I thought they did it all on their own. I had no clue that they had employees. I knew that this shit took a village, but I didn't know they had a village. So one day I was walking to one of my 5 jobs on campus, senior year of college. Fast forward a little bit. I was applying for jobs in corporate America, even though I didn't want to go into corporate. But I had some student loans to pay, and I needed dental insurance. And I figured corporate America could do both for me. So I'm just going to go in and go out, dip in, dip out for 3 years if I need to, you know. Sometimes you have to do what you have to do until you can do what you want to do. And I was walking to one of my 5 jobs on campus. I had just left a meeting with the chair of my program. Him and I were besties. me and Dr. Bergen, and I was talking to him, and I was like, Dr. Bergen, you know those jobs, how do you get one of those? I've applied to 83 and I've gotten no response. And I was a great student. Like, I'll give myself props. I had a 4.0 in my major. And he goes, I was a shitty student outside of my major. Let me clarify that real quick. Any general education, I was stupid in, okay? I know where I'm strong and I know where I'm weak. And biology, not my fucking thing, okay? 7:50 a.m. biology, not my fucking thing, okay? But literally, I had a 4.0. I had awarded undergraduate research on type A behavior pattern. I was a smart kid. And he was like, you haven't gotten a job yet? You have not gotten a job yet. You're kidding me, right? And I was like, no. And I literally laughed. And I was like, honestly, hey, what's up, guys? I was like, maybe it's a sign that I'm just supposed to do my entrepreneurial thing, go straight into that, help some people with their social media. If I need to, I'll become a personal trainer at a gym and do personal training again, because I did that all through high school and college. And, write my book and stuff and build my own brand. And that day, 5 seconds after that meeting where we had that conversation, I was walking to one of my 5 jobs on campus. I was a lifeguard, which just consisted of me telling frat boys that they couldn't drink in the pool and them not listening to me. And I was walking to my lifeguarding job, and I opened up Instagram, and Angie Lee, if you don't follow Ange, she's the best person ever, the kindest, most amazing person ever. She posts on her stories, hey, I'm looking for a virtual assistant, send in your applications, your resumes, all of this stuff. And I was like, I have no clue what the fuck a virtual assistant does. No clue whatsoever. But I have project management experience because of my major. I have people management because of my major. I have, group and human dynamics experience because of my major. I was a human relations major, okay? I was a professional people person. And I was like, and I have social media experience. I have experience working remotely because of network marketing. And all of this has to apply somehow to virtual assisting. So I applied for the job. I sent her my resume. I screenshotted it off of an email I sent someone sometime. And I sent her my resume. I sent her this really awkward, formal paragraph of a fucking testimonial to myself saying that I'm the best fit for the position, which now, if you're in the VA vault, I tell you. And if you're not in the VA vault, I'm just going to fucking tell you. But dude, send influencers video messages or voice messages, because here's the thing, from working from one and just from testing it out enough times, when influencers get written testimonial or written, I don't know why I'm saying testimonials, DMs, you can easily skim them. And if they're not applicable, or if it's not what you're looking for, you can just respond, oh, thanks so much, but like blah, 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 you know what I mean? And call it a freaking day. But if you send them a voice message or a video message, dude, so many great testimonial videos can come in over video message. They're not going to skip a video DM. That could be a great testimonial. So if you're wanting to pitch yourself to influencers, send them a video message, because number one, they're more likely to open it. Number two, you show as more human. And number three, you don't send an awkwardly formal message saying that you would be the best virtual assistant ever, okay? So basically, after that, I followed up with Ange for about a fucking month. She was speaking again. And I just kept following up with her. And then I ended up getting the job. I worked for a Pays to Be Brave ticket, her event, for a month. And then I was onboarded, and I started out as less than part-time, moved into part-time, moved into a little bit over part-time, then moved into full-time with her. And yeah, super exciting, super awesome. Yeah, it's super fun. So now I work with Ange, and then I work with several other influencers as well. I do some contract work with some bigger influencers and short-term contracts and stuff as well. But my main thing is focusing on really teaching you guys how to become amazing virtual assistants, and not only just amazing virtual assistants, but an appreciating asset of a virtual assistant, so that you are literally an irreplaceable VA. Because here's the thing, and I posted about this today. If you haven't checked that post out, you can check it out after this. But I literally talked about it today, and I was like, dude, you can be a VA. You can be an amazing VA. Okay, you can be so skilled. You can be a great, well-rounded VA. But like, you need to be an appreciating asset of a VA. You need to be continuing to learn, and you need something that makes you stick out. Because dude, there's a lot of us. Like, there's so many of us out there, and people need our help. But like, you got to be specific, and you've got to have some kind of my fiance, that's weird to say. My fiance's dad calls it the special sauce. Like, what's your special sauce? And you need a special sauce. What's up? You need a special sauce that sets you apart from the rest of whoever is in your field of virtual assisting, because that is what is going to make you memorable. So yeah, tonight, guys, if you just hopped on, we're just doing a Q&A about virtual assisting. So if you have any questions, you can drop them in the comments or the questions box at the bottom of your screen. But yeah, so let me just pull up these questions really, really quick. Okay. Just started my VA business last week and have been engaging with ideal clients, but don't know how to actually get a client. I don't want to be salesy. Okay, so Jess, okay, so when it comes down to it, thanks so much. Yeah, I'm super excited. It's weird. Like, just the name change, you know what I mean? And like going from boyfriend to fiance and then to husband eventually. But yeah, so when it comes to your virtual assistant business, and when it comes to reaching out to ideal clients, and when it comes to gaining clients and everything like that, I want you to remember that it's kind of like, as much as, okay, let's be real, as much as we're like, oh, like, fuck corporate America, it's nothing like corporate America, dude, it's a lot like a corporate job, except you work for a smaller company and you work remotely as a virtual assistant, and you're a contractor versus a hired employee, okay? So when it comes down to trying to find clients and everything like that, what I want you to remember is number one, it takes time, just like anything else, okay? You can apply to a lot of jobs, you can put yourself out there, but you might not always land your first gig. You might not always land the first one that you reach out to them. You might not, dude, I got shut down from 83 fucking jobs. You might not even land the first 83, and I know that's not what you want to hear, but I'm just here to be honest with you. So when it comes down to that, though, one thing that I found very, very helpful, the first thing out of the many things that I found really, really helpful to gaining those ideal clients and securing that client as a virtual assistant, and going from, hey, I'm reaching out to them, I'm following up with them, X, Y, and Z, I'm really doing my part in being proactive, telling them what I can bring to the table and everything. The one thing that I would recommend is do the job before you have the job. Okay, this is something that is literally so true with everything in life. It's always been how I've gotten pretty much all of my jobs, and it's even something that Clay, Angie's boyfriend, Clay, if you don't follow him on here, he's amazing, but he told me a while back, was do the job before you have the job. And I did the job before I had the job with Angie. Let me show you what this looks like, okay? So let's put ourselves in the position real quick as a virtual assistant, okay? You're a virtual assistant. Let's say, Jess, what kind of VA are you? Are you a creative VA, a community management VA, an operational VA, a jack of all trades? Do you do everything? Let me know. But let's just say, for example, you're a creative virtual assistant, okay? And let's say that you want to work for an influencer. Let's use who do we want to use as an example? Let's use Amanda Bucci as an example because she's amazing. I've done a little bit of work for her. She's awesome. So let's say that you want to be a creative virtual assistant for Amanda Bucci, who is incredible, and she pumps out content like it's nobody's business. You want to be a creative VA. You want to help her with her entrepreneurial archetype. Okay, a jack of all trades. Okay, awesome. So you balance out in all of it. Okay, so say you want to be right hand to Amanda Bucci. Say you want to help her with her content. Say you want to help her with her community, making sure that everyone's responded to and everyone feels seen and heard, and you want to help her with the back-end operations of her business. So she has a program called the Entrepreneurial Archetype. Say you want to help out with the next steps in that because that business is in the early stages, okay? So say you want to do all of this for her. You want to be her right hand, her go-to, that person to her. What you want to do is you want to do the job before you have the job. So what this looks like is let's say you are amazing at graphics and you're amazing at engaging community through social media posts, okay? So community management and creative virtual assisting, okay? What you want to do is you don't want to just message the influencer, hey, what's up? My name is Jess. I'm a virtual assistant. I've been in the VA game for a little bit now, but I've been in social media or whatever you're in, graphic design, all of that stuff. I have a background in this for X amount of years. You know, I would love to set up a discovery call to chat. Don't say that. Do not say it. I will be the first to say it. Fuck the book the discovery call shit. Oh my gosh. Dude, influencers are amazing. They know how valuable their time is. They're not going to get on a call to chat with you if they have no clue who you are and no clue how you can help them and no clue where you fit into their business, okay? So please, if you are a virtual assistant, if you are anything when it comes to a freelancer that works with influencers, stop posting book a discovery call in your bio, oh my gosh, yeah, literally. Please do not say book a discovery call, okay? Because here's the thing. If you're ambitious enough and if you pitch yourself and if you get a response from them, you're going to be the one to set up the discovery call, not them. You want to work with them. They have other shit to do. If you really want to work with them, don't have them book the call. You book the call, okay? So say that that's initially how you would classically reach out as a virtual assistant. What you want to do instead is, okay, I am an amazing creative and community management VA. I love creating content. I love engaging community through content and really ramping it up so that content's not going unnoticed, content's not being responded to. You know, you're getting what you need out of the content and you might even be monetizing the content, okay? So say that that's your specialty, okay? You create highly engaged content, okay? What you want to do for Amanda Bucci is you want to reach out to her. You want to create some content for her. Let's say on the Entrepreneurial Archetype Instagram. Take the content that they have right now. Take the resources that you have on the website and everything like that. And you want to use all the resources you have and you want to say, okay, I'm going to create content for this Instagram account for her. Okay, so I'm going to create this content. So I create the graphic. Maybe I create a call to action at the end that converts highly. Maybe I even write the sales copy or the caption copy for the content, for the deliverable. So I create this deliverable, this piece of content, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to create 3. I'm going to put them in a Dropbox, and I'm going to reach out to her. I'm going to video message her. I'm not going to text message her. I'm going to video message her or voice her and say, hey, Amanda, what's up? Happy freaking Tuesday. How's life? What's going on? Blah, blah, blah. You know, my name is Jess. I've been a virtual assistant for a little bit now, but I have a background in graphic design and social media strategy. I focus really heavily on creating content that engages and converts. And I did 3 samples for you for the Entrepreneurial Archetype Instagram with your branding and everything like that. feel free to use them if you want. I would love to do more work with you. I would love to talk about how we can really work together in the future so that you can start delegating some of this content out so that you can focus on what really is important in your business. I know that your personal account is super important, X, Y, and Z. Let me help you with the entrepreneurial archetype account. Here's the Dropbox to the content. Let me know your thoughts. Okay? And you do the job before you have the job. Because when you do the job before you have the job, they see, oh, this person actually has their shit together. Oh, this person's super fucking proactive. Oh, this person is able to literally take content that's already out in the world and create new, unique content out of it. That's very valuable as a virtual assistant. Repurposing content, so valuable as a virtual assistant. I'm really intrigued. This person did this out of their own fruition. They created 3 pieces of content for me to hypothetically use that are all solid pieces of content. Okay, I'm going to reach back out to her. She seems great. And that's how you do the job before you get the job. Okay, for me, for Angie, what I did, how I got the job before I had the job is one day she posts, and this was during the process of me reaching out to her, and then a month later we finally got on a call, okay? So during that month period, after reaching out and sending her my information and everything, literally, guys, what I did is she posted one day about how she wanted to redecorate her podcast studio at her old house. And I knew the house. I was previously interior design as my undergraduate major. Did not do well in it, okay? I like the decorating, not so much the design. Teachers didn't like me too much because I always found shortcuts some way, somehow. But what I did was I took her podcast studio, I took her brand colors, I took the colors that were currently in her house and in the rest of the house, and I literally put together mood boards for her for different price ranges on different websites, and I sent them to her. And I said, hey, here's some projects I put together for the podcast studio. All the links are linked to the PDF and everything like that. The first page is low budget. The second page is mid budget. The third page was high budget. Let me know your thoughts. And that's how I did the job before I had the job. It wasn't necessarily virtual assistant work, but it was a question that she had and an answer and a solution to that question, okay? So that's how I did the job before I had the job. Guys, we're just doing a virtual assistant Q&A, but is up. So if you have any questions, go ahead and drop them in the questions box or in the comments below. Yeah, literally, guys. Dude, when it comes down to it, as a virtual assistant and everything like that, you get a lot of experience and you get a lot of opportunities and you become very well-rounded, just like the jack of all trades, Jess. And when it comes to being a jack of all trades virtual assistant, it's great to be a jack of all trades VA, and it's great to be able to do everything, and it's great to be able to be somebody's right hand, their go-to, and everything like that. But when it comes down to it, on the front end, for your sanity and for the ability to actually secure leads and to have those ideal clients reach back out to you, is to take your jack of all tradesness and your ability to do everything and focus it in, niche it into, okay, I help people in this industry specifically. I help people do things through this process. I help people with these sorts of tasks, and focus on leading with one thing rather than being like, yeah, I do it all. Because when you say, yeah, I do it all, it's just very, very generic in comparison to if you're like, for me, the things that I do, now I'm more in the coaching world and everything like that, and I love helping you guys become virtual assistants. But before, I really wasn't super focused on coaching. Back when I was really heavy in my virtual assistant career, the main thing that I sold people on was my content repurposing. I know how to repurpose content like a motherfucker. It is insane. Drop your superpower below as a virtual assistant, because I know you guys all have them. But when it comes down to it, I was a content repurposing extraordinaire. And I love working with coaches because coaches, dude, they have so much freaking material to repurpose. They have webinars, they have paid webinars, they have free webinars, they have Instagram lives, they have Facebook lives, some of them that are still on Facebook. They have YouTube videos, they have podcasts, they have podcast interviews from other podcasts. They have Instagram stories. They have all of these different pieces of content as coaches. So I love working with coaches. And as a jack of all trades VA, yeah, I know how to do everything, but I lead with I help macro influencer coaches repurpose their content because that's my freaking jam, okay? But the second I get on a call with them, and the second we figure out, okay, what do they really need? And I ask them 2 questions, okay? If you're a virtual assistant and you're wanting to dig deeper into the influencer's life and their career and figure out more ways to help them, ask them these 2 questions. Number 1, on a daily basis, what are the things that take the most time? What are the tasks that take the most time? Because if they take the most time, there's somebody else that can do it more productively. Number 2, I ask them, okay, now look at your tasks and everything again. What tasks do you feel an energy drainage after? So whether it's a dip in energy, whether it's a crash in energy, whatever it is, what tasks do you feel like drain your energy? So it's time and energy, okay? Because those are the 2 most valuable things. But when I get on the call with them and I talk about that with them and I discover what they're really, really needing help with and really needing what to delegate, then I go into, oh yeah, I know how to do this, I know how to do that, I know how to do the other thing. But I lead as a jack of all trades VA with the content creation end of things and the ability to create and repurpose content, because that's oftentimes the number 1 thing that influencers need help with is their content. Because even if they love creating the content, dude, if your job is to post content every single day, you run out of shit to post sometimes and you really need help and you need to dig deep, okay? So when it comes down to it, that's how I lead. So what I would recommend as a jack of all trades VA is to find something to lead with. And then when you're on a call with them or when you've scheduled that call with them, then you can talk to them more about really digging into what they actually need help with delegating. But lead with one thing. And when it comes down to that, guys, that's what I teach you in my closer coaching program. So if you don't know, I have a one-on-one coaching program. It closes in an hour and a half, and I'm not opening it up again anytime soon. And it is all about creating solid offers and really figuring out your foundation as a VA and selling yourself on that. Because, dude, I don't know about you, but as a VA, what I did is I just dove into the deep end. Like, I literally just dove the fuck into my business. I took a lot of messy action. I did a lot of that. Yeah, totally. Message me any questions you have as well in the DM, in here, whatever works for you, and I will answer them. But yeah, dude, like, I just dove into the deep end. And especially if you're just starting your VA journey, you're probably like, okay, well, I know I'm a great VA, so I'm just going to prospect and I'm going to reach out to people and I'm going to pull in ideal clients and I'm just going to follow up. But along the way of this, people actually start responding and you get momentum and you actually start gaining clients. And the messy action is great because it gets you clients. You know what I mean? And that's fucking awesome, okay? We all need to fucking pay our bills. But the thing is then you get 4 months into it, 3 months into it, a year into it, and you realize, holy shit, I have no system to my business. I have no system, I have no strategy to what I'm actually doing. And then you kind of get in this system where it's like a traffic jam where like you're trying to move forward but you really don't move forward a ton. You want to move forward, you really want to freaking get to wherever you're going, but you can't because people are blocking the way, which is your own brain and the tasks that you have on a daily basis. And what happens then is you get in this jam of yourself, not because you don't have the ability to get your shit together, but because you don't have a strategy in order to get your shit together and a plan of attack for all of your clients. So one client's over here, one client's over there, one client's on the other side of the fucking road over there. Okay, so what my closer coaching program does for you is we go back for you VAs that are 6 months to 2 years into your business. We go back to the foundation and we figure out, okay, you've done a shit ton of stuff as a virtual assistant. You're a jack of all trades VA. You've done a lot as a virtual assistant. But what are your strengths? What do you love doing as a VA? What do you enjoy? What kind of clients do you like working with? Because you've been able to work with a handful of different clients now. What kind of clients do you actually enjoy working with? What industries do you actually enjoy working within? And we take all of that information and I help you guys develop offers around all of that information. Because then what happens is we develop these solid offers. So then when you reach out to influencers, when you want to scale your business, you have a solid foundation to scale it on. And when you get on a Zoom call and they ask you, okay, how much are you? What do you offer? What do you bring to the table? How much would it be for this project? You don't have a fucking panic attack, because I know how that can feel. It's super overwhelming and you just want more clients and you just want more financial cushion and everything like that. But it's like, okay, well, you're going to get to the point where you burn the fuck out. And you're going to get to the point where you have no strategy to your business and you start scrambling. So let's plan before we get to the scrambling, okay? So if you're wanting to dive into the closer coaching program, it's the only way to work one-on-one with me. You can go ahead, click the first link in my bio once we're done in this live and sign in. Opt in, do your thing. It'll send you a quick little resume form and everything like that, so go ahead and fill that out when it gets to your inbox. But that's the only way to work one-on-one with me. If you want to do the VA Vault and everything like that, if you're a new VA and you want a solid foundation as a virtual assistant, kind of a crash course, you can dive into the VA Vault. But if you're wanting one-on-one attention and a strategy to your business, then dive into the closer coaching program. That's the only way to work one-on-one with me. So that closes tonight in an hour and a half at midnight Central Time. So, and I was thinking about opening it in October, but I don't think I am, okay? So if you're wanting to dive in tonight. If you have any questions, go ahead and hit me in the DM with them. You can also leave them down below, even in the comment section here. We'll wait for a few more minutes. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them below or in the questions box below. Any questions even on virtual assisting, drop them away, because I'm freaking here, dude. I'm just watching Say Yes to the Dress, trying to figure out what the fuck I want to wear on whenever my fucking wedding day is. So, yeah. Okay. If you guys don't have any questions on here, feel free to DM me with them. And I cannot wait to see you inside the Closer Coaching Program. And I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow. Bye.